Hello, it's Nahid here from The Human Method, live from my sitting room. I'm going to show you today how to make a bolster. I use them all the time in my practice. They're really handy. What's a bolster? Bolster looks a bit like this. And this one is by Shanty Sundays, so I'm a real supporter of independence, and it's filled with buckwheat and comes in lots of really nice different prints. Buckwheat, when it's filled with buckwheat, means that it forms around you, so it's really useful. You could also buy the ones that are a bit stiffer. They're useful for other things too, but if I was going to buy one, I'd buy a buckwheat filled one. If you also have a look at Yoga Clicks, another brilliant independent, they sell lots of ethical yoga products online, also made often by by yogis, so well worth having a look at them. If you don't have the funds or you want to get started straight away, then I'm going to show you how to make a bolster from home. All you will need is a pillow. See if you've got the stiffest pillow that you have. This is probably a little bit feathery for today, but it will do. You're going to need a blanket, again a stiff blanket, none of your soft Angora stuff. It's got to be quite a stiff, maybe made out of wool, felt, something like that. Those are old kind of picnic blankets, could work quite well. And then you're going to need 2 straps, yoga straps. You could also use a scarf, a tie, a belt, something like that. So if you're ready, here's how we make it. You take your pillow and you fold it halfway lengthwise. I'm going to do it on the floor. So make a crease in the middle, fold it, and then kind of flatten it down a little bit. Then you're going to place it at the end of a blanket and then start rolling it into a big fat roll. And make sure you are really tight with that roll. So you don't want a floppy bolster, you want it to be nice and firm. So I'm going to roll it all the way to the end so that you end up with this sort of shape. And then when you've done that, you're going to tie it up at either end so it doesn't come undone in the middle of your practice. So let's do that. And then I'm going to tie that, so I would do that properly, but for now it's going to be a loose tie for time's sake. And then over at the end, other end, I'll place the other tie, send it over like so. Try and do it as neat as you can. Almost there. And then you're going to tie that like so. Okay, so let's set our bolster up. How might you use it? You could use it by having your legs over it in Shavasana, like so. And that's really good if you have any low back issues. It also just makes you feel really comfortable. It helps the lower back just to release a little bit. Or you could have it in this pose that you might have seen called Supta Baddha Konasana. And it's a reclining pose. So often people will ask for bricks and then you set up your bolster against it. If you don't have bricks, that's okay. Just get some cushions and pile them up so that you have a bit of an incline. So I'm going to pop them there. And then place your bolster on top so it's at an incline. 2 small cushions, too big. 2 small cushions either side. So boom and boom. There we go. And then what you do is you place your bottom up against the bolster, wriggle yourself all the way up against it, have these cushions ready to catch your thighs, soles of the feet together, and then you can gently lower yourself onto the bolster. It's such a nice pose. It's such a lovely pose and completely doable if you don't have bolsters at home. So I'm teaching lots of weekly online classes, well about 4 or 5 every week. And on Fridays I teach a restorative at 6 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. So it's a 75-minute restorative. And then all the way throughout the week I'll be teaching lots of different classes. So if you can make yourself a bolster, if you don't have one, if you make yourself a bolster beforehand, that would be really great thing to do. So I will see you very soon. And the NHS classes as well, which I teach every Friday for free at 8 p.m. All you need to do is register at hello@thehumanmethod.co.uk with your NHS email, and you can have a class for free every single week just to support you through the crisis. but if you could make yourself a bolster and come prepared, that would be excellent. You will need a pillow, a blanket,